We want to start now.
Alright, yeah. Let's go ahead and kick off the stream. Welcome everyone to the first match of the quarterfinals weekend. This is gonna be Cookiezi lovers versus Shinkansen. It is a losers bracket match. My name is Dynascape, as always, and I'm joined in the commentary booth by the High Wizard Mashimillion. Mash, how are we doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm looking forward to commentating this match.
I am doing great. This being the first match, I can kind of get a sense of how players start to feel, because I think that in the quarterfinals, the difficulty of the maps really has been bumped up quite a decent bit. So again, with these teams, Cookiezi lovers and Shinkansen, both at C25 and 20 respectively, we kind of get a sense of how well the mid-level teams hold up once things start getting more and more physical.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I can't remember if it was in the map pool showcase or otherwise, but I really think that this is where we can draw the line between the more physical pools and the more accuracy-based pools.
Yeah, I think that this map is quite good in telling us how some of these players will fare in the LN picks. This is, I believe, the ranked ballistic map. It's LN, so kind of get to see how things will go if any of the teams choose to protect or ban LNs and, pick further on in the match.
Never a whole lot to say in these warm-ups, huh?
No, not really. I mean, things look pretty tied from what I can see. Darkster and Sick are holding up in the mid 98s, but Monkey and Atlas at last, kind of a bit lower than their teammates. 97 for Atlas, but Monkey at a mid 97. So when it comes to harder LN picks, it seems to slightly go for Shinkansen.
Yeah, I don't know how much exactly we can draw from this warm-up. Pretty sure this is a good bit harder than what we can see in the pools. And it might just be past that line where players can't read the long notes, but they can read what's in the pools.
Yeah, I don't really want to give a difficulty level in terms of like how the pools are, like, and where this map relates to it. But it's like a couple steps harder than any of the other maps here. But I think that it's good to note that, I mean, LN1 is also a ballistic LN map, so it's very, very similar in terms of the patterning charting. So
Yeah,
maybe
mapping
Shinkansen
styles
would
and
maybe Shinkansen would like to go for LN1, seeing as how that warm up went.
I actually would not be surprised if they did.
Alright, I did have to pull up the qualifier stats, and it seems like Shinkansen and Cookiezi lovers are pretty actually close in terms of, I guess, LN and accuracy. Shinkansen seed number 10 in terms of LN1. Didn't do as well when it got a bit more difficult, so LN2 they placed 31st, but they did get a 15th place on your hybrid map, whereas Cookiezi lovers got 8th and 5th respectively on the LN map, so really crazy, especially for a seed 25 team, and then got a surprising 48th on hybrid. So I don't know, it's really close, but I feel like Shinkansen is like a bit better in the early ac. I don't know.
I do think this pool is a lot more representative, or rather, LN2 is a lot more representative of this pool. I think LN1 is easier than this pool, if I remember right.
Yeah, I would say LN1's quite easy, probably reminiscent of round of 16 maybe. But LN2 for sure is kind of getting there in terms of the difficulty. Not a lot of people were able to 990 LN2 in the qualifiers, so I think some of these maps, specifically looking at LN2 and LN3 of this round, quite hard and around that level probably.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they hold up on Rice as well. Like I said, we do get more physical picks. Something like Machine Gun Poem Doll is something I'm looking forward to seeing teams compete on. Because it's certainly not as hard, or at least I don't think it's as hard as the speedier qualifier map, but it really is starting to test how you can keep up with the faster race. And then stuff like Bohemian Chic is interesting as well, because that's really the first instance of like tricky tech that you really have a chance to miss on. I'm just really interested in seeing how players can keep up.
This warp is kind of crazy too. Like you said, it's quite a bit more physical than any of the other maps in this pool. It's like really light handstream stuff like that. So, I mean, Darkster and Sick are getting absolutely great scores. I wish we could see the fourth player, Darkster's teammate, playing for Shinkansen, because we could kind of get a sense of, you know, if Atlas can match up to their counterpart on the other team.
Enjoy the 30-second ad courtesy of Pork is Great.
Guess I got 30 seconds to wait.
The subs don't have to watch, and we have a lot of subs in chat.
That is true. So as always, thank you to Pork for, you know, helping out the stream.
You wrapping up this qualifier soon. Or not qualifier, it's a warm-up. And we can finally get into the match procedures.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at the scores for this warm-up, it's actually really good score by Sick. 3 misses, but totally slashed Darkster's MA and grade count when it got down to it. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
these more physical picks will see Sick kind of edge out Darkster, and we'll have to see how Atlas does again versus Shinkansen's other teammate. Because honestly, I'm not sure if I know Butt Monkey's here, though I'm not sure if Asal Master Ola is present for this match.
Got rolls coming in. At last rolled 61.
Pretty tough role to beat. You know, there's a 61% chance that Cookiezi lovers could win this role.
Or is it still 50-50? I think that's like a fallacy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, either you win the role or you don't. So Darkster 50-50 shot at getting better than a 61.
Shinkansen roll win.
Yeah, I
18.
think Darkster said BRB, so Fun Monkey went ahead and rolled for them. Unlucky, got an 18. So it is going to be Cookiezi Lovers' first chance to get the first pick of the match and to either pick or ban first.
Protect or ban first.
Sorry, protect or ban first. You're right, I'm wrong. So they opt to ban first.
Right?
Yes,
Wait, I'm a little
they
confused.
opted to ban first, but I guess they thought they were I guess they thought they were going to say they're banned first. So it is, since they opted to ban first, it is Shinkansen's protect going through first, and then Cookiezi lovers protect, and then you get into the bans.
We're going a little off the rails.
I feel like I don't know. I mean, I guess it does get confusing, but a lot of these teams have done it, you know, like 3 or 4 times already at this point.
Hopefully. Still trying to ban first. We haven't gotten through the protects. We gotta protect.
Yeah, all players in the lobby pretty confused about how the match proceedings go down. I think they almost got normal player confused for a second, but trying to keep the order, it is going to be Shinkansen's protect first, then Cookiezi lover to protect and ban, and then lastly Shinkansen would go ahead with their ban. Finally, a protect comes out. We're gonna go ahead and get hybrid 2 protective. Starving Days, interesting choice. I know that there are a lot of patterns where you can easily drop a couple of 200s, really ruin a good run. So, interesting choice by Shinkansen to do that. They're gonna, Cookiezi Lover's gonna go ahead and protect LN1, ban Rice 4.
Okay. And do you think we're gonna see a ban from LN2? Yep, that's exactly what I thought. I do not expect to
Yeah.
see that map many times this weekend.
Yeah, pretty much any Rice-leaning team should be banning either LN2 or LN3. I mean, this is the point where these maps get quite dense, and we are gonna throw awkward releases at you, and it's like 5-digit kryptonite.
Yeah. And they're going right into their protect. LN1.
So a bit like what we talked about, pretty similar to the first warm-up that we saw, though a bit, quite a bit easier, honestly. Gonna have to see how these 4 players can do at hacking this map.
Yeah, this is a more density focused, if I remember. Or am I mistaken?
I would consider LN3 to be the density. This is just kind of like a consistency LN pick, just like the other ballistic LN map from the last pool.
Gotcha. Right. I do remember Tsuki Yue being denser overall. But before we see that, we're getting into Long Note 1.
Not a great start coming out from Sig right off the bat. A couple of 200, I believe, in there. But Boyfam and Sig are going to find themselves in the backseat for now, as Darkster and Bud Monkey have pretty decent ratio. Darkster takes a late 200, and Bud Monkey actually matches that as well. So getting into this first section, Sig actually finds themselves in the lead.
Yeah, pulling up after that, a little bit of a rocky start. Looks like Darkster and Huifam are about tied, and then Sick is overtaking Butt Monkey, so the advantage lies pretty solidly in Cookiezi Lover's favor. I would hope so after they picked this and protected it.
Yeah. Really want to nail down getting your protect. It's very, very important that you do. This is first to 5, so best of 9 does take it. And we do see Shinkansen, both players honestly, dropping a lot of 300s, and even a miss on the side of Darkster.
Yeah.
A lot of pretty shaky releases coming out of them, whether that be early or late. So that miss really not going to help. Going to swing things over to Cookiezi Lovers by quite a margin as we get into the back half of the map.
Yeah, at just under 3 minutes, there is plenty of time for them to catch up. Plenty of time for Cookiezi Lovers to potentially drop, but for now they do have that nice cushion. They can really actually afford to drop.
Yeah, and with Shinkansen dropping yet again, and Darcy even taking a couple of 200s after, another job gonna send them down to that low 99 area, and it looks like as we get into the last fourth of the map, ball's in Cookiezi Lovers' court. I don't think that they are going to drop, and it seems like this pick is very solidified in them taking away the point.
Yeah, for the first half, I'd say Shinkansen had actually really good team accuracy. They were very consistent with each other. However, I'm not sure if it was like the chart, a certain pattern, or even if just like mental stamina ran out for Darkster.
Yeah, honestly, the drops looked a bit like uncharacteristic. They seemed like they were in pretty weird places. Hopefully it's not even like a hardware issue coming out from them. But
No,
the map
yeah.
is gonna end off with Sick getting a 990 on a
Yeah,
quarterfinals LN. Four
double
greats.
FC. 20 greats between the two of them with very impressive ratios.
Yeah, super great scores all around. But Monkey does beat out WeFam. Um, though it seems like if Darkster didn't have those 3 slider breaks, it wouldn't have mattered either way because 6 accuracy, much too high for Darkster to make a dent in the match. So 1-0 going over to Cookiezi Lover. They're going to take their first pick and the protect. It is going to be Shinkansen up next to try to even things out.
Yeah, kind of interesting to see those scores. I wonder if they can keep up their long note advantage if they choose to go into LN3 next. If I were them, I would probably bank on taking LN3 as a point and then maybe moving to something like. Well, I'm not sure actually. Because
Yeah,
Starving Days was Shinkansen's protect, right?
yeah, but that is the like LN leaning
Yeah,
hybrid.
that's the long note based hybrid. So maybe instead of going there, I would go into Flow because that's the more balanced hybrid.
Yeah, that
Hard to
would not
say.
be a bad idea for Cookiezi lovers to try to go to that after the LNs are exhausted. A lot of these starts and stops for the noodles there are pretty weird. So I can see a lot of 300s or 200s being dropped by Shinkansen as the map goes on and on. It did seem like Darkster, I was right, it was a kind of a hardware issue.
Yeah, that's
Really unlucky.
really unfortunate. But ultimately, there's nothing you can do about it. I would probably recommend them going for something rice based. And look at that, they're going with rice 1.
Alright, yeah. Pretty standard jump stream, nothing crazy thrown at you, and you do get a couple of breaks in between. So should see really, I guess consistency is the key here.
Yeah, this is shorter than the other long note pick, but it is probably more physically challenging. 178 jump stream, really kind of a test of accuracy compared to some of the other maps in here.
And it is a big jump from last round as well because we did have 160 BPM jump stream last round, albeit the patterns were a bit harder in my opinion, so it's not like we're just going up a straight rate really. It's kind of like you get easier patterns in exchange for higher BPM.
Hmm. I wonder if 6 impressive accuracy and ratio transfers to rice really well.
Yeah, things start off, it does seem like Sick is doing quite well. Butt Monkey at a
Yeah,
99.9
Butt
as
Monkey,
well.
really impressive. At last and Darkster falling behind, Darkster dropping below a 99 even. At last is holding pretty strong at 99.2-ish, but the lead is not that large, mostly because of Butt Monkey, I think. Holding
Yeah,
so
Darkster
strong.
just hitting teensy bit too early. UR bar really is pretty centralized, however it is leaning to the left side by quite a bit. 178 BPM should be pretty comfortable for a lot of the higher end 5 digits. So I expect some really good scores from this map.
We are about 700 notes into the map, and Butt Monkey is still at 99.9-ish.
Oh yeah, really impressive. However, Darkster does take another miss in this map.
Yeah,
So to
that's
lead
really unfortunate.
Cookiezi Lover quite a large lead. I believe it's at about 20,000 right now, which is pretty much unsalvageable for Shinkansen unless you get a couple chain misses or like a full combo reset. So, and
We
that's gonna be
did
the
get a
start.
miss from At Last. That is something they can hold on to as long as they hold on and maybe hope for a pretty bad combo drop from one of the Cookiezi Lovers members. They might be able to pull it back. At Last, still below the 400 combo cap.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be a bit more close if Darkster weren't hitting so early. Still see that UR bar incredibly leaning to that left side, hitting at a 98.4%. Even with the misses, it really doesn't explain
Oh!
the accuracy.
That
That
scared me.
was
Sick picking up a miss at the very last minute. Only one FC on the board at the very end from none other than Bump Monkey with only 2 greats.
yeah, 993 dominant performance by Butt Monkey. However, again, not going to be enough for Shinkansen to take the point. Cookiezi Lover secures the first break point, and as they're up 2-0, it is their pick.
Sick with a V1 double S and a miss.
Yeah, I believe that's called a black flag, right? So really
Yeah.
unfortunate. By
Still a
Sick, how
988. That's
yeah,
pretty good.
that would have been like probably a I don't know 992 or something like that.
Yeah, kind of
It
hard
was
to
in the
say.
last like 15 notes.
And it looks like they're jumping pretty quickly into long note 3. Good call by them.
Yeah, this is the custom by Ballistic. Thank you very much to Ballistic for creating this for this round. And this is the density pick, so as density kind of is very chokeable, and especially in the back half of things, I don't think this is a free point for Cookiezi Lovers at all. And especially since Shinkansen did very well in the LNs overall in the qualifiers too.
Uh, Concerning chat right now, looks like Shinkansen might have to forfeit. I hope not.
Yeah, hopefully that's not because of Dexter's. Ooh.
Oh no. Without a replacement for Butt Monkey, they might be down to 1 player.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. Hopefully they might be able to get that timeout going and sort things out. But Monkey still shining a bit of hope on the situation here.
Well, they can get a total of 5 minutes to recollect and hopefully get another player into the lobby.
Yeah, rules do state that, teams can get a 5-minute timeout. We're gonna see how things go with Butt Monkey's situation. Hopefully we can still have the match go on.
How about the weather?
Yeah, weather's been pretty crazy, huh?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can bring you guys an update on some of the matches that are upcoming. We did already have an unfortunate win by default for the losers bracket match of Zhang family versus Quench Double Raspberry. Zhang family schedules just didn't really align, and didn't have time to fit in 2 matches considering the conditionals, so they decided to drop out of the tournament, and Quench Double Raspberry will advance to their conditional match of either Skill Floor Hits Hard Not Gonna Lie or Bench. Let's see, and that was supposed to be at the top of the next hour, so unfortunately we won't have a stream for a little bit. We will have another one up in about 2.5 hours. That's going to be at 9 UTC. That is going to be a really good one. That is HTC versus Simple. Seed 4 versus Seed 5, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you guys check that one out, because that is one of the winners bracket matches I had on my radar this weekend.
Yeah. And it looks like we are going to have to see a forfeit from Shinkansen, which you just hate to see it. I really wish we could have seen some more scores come out of both these teams.
Yeah, super unfortunate again. But I would like to thank both of the teams for coming out tonight and playing, even if it is only for the 2 maps plus the warm-ups. So Cookiezi lovers will go ahead and advance into the semi-finals. Shinkansen, for all of the players, thank you very much for participating in this tournament. It's really sad to see you guys go out in this way, but again, thank you.
Somebody say show match?
Show match? Yeah, we can get a TV in if these teams want.
Okay, that's nice, at least. We're gonna have At Last playing for Shinkansen.
Oh, we're gonna get a free-for-all, possibly. I'm not sure if Normal wants to do it. Your choice, Normal, but at least we will get to see the tiebreaker, you know, in the stream at least one time this weekend.
Yeah. Our tiebreaker, Unknown Mother Goose by Roasted Chicken. I think this is a really good tiebreaker pick.
Yeah, it has a really good mix of everything in general. I forgot who suggested this one. However, it was kind of like fragments of the last round. It was an SV diff at first that we thought would work really well as an NSV diff, and so we had Mint reach out to Roasted Chicken, so thank you very much to Mint for doing that. Got an NSV difficulty, and here it is in the pool. So I think it's a really good pick.
Really does make you wonder what we could have seen from the other players.
Yeah, because as it stands, I mean, Fam and Sick seem very comfortable with it. Same with Atlas. Darkster lagging behind just a little bit. You have to wonder how much TB is practiced by players in this tournament. Because from my experience, generally people do not practice Tiebreaker.
We're seeing a pretty even play field, everybody about 98.8. However, Sick is way above everybody else, 99.5. Really making a field day out of this tiebreaker.
Yeah, with Sick at unfortunate drop by a lot of players, Sick and Atlas specifically. Makes you wonder if this game had gone to tiebreaker, and it very well could have, considering how close these teams were. I feel like Sick would have been matched by Butt Monkey, and then you see Darkster pretty much matching Fam.
Yeah, Sick has been consistently impressive throughout the maps we've seen them play. Probably pretty good ratio here, given what we've seen on their LN skill and based on the race we're seeing.
Yeah, definitely one of the players to watch out for. Do your research on. The winner of Retail Store versus the Untroubles will go ahead and face Cookiezi lovers. So if you are on one of those teams, it is best to soak in this information, do your research, and kind of get a game plan going for the conditional match against these guys. I do have to say that it is quite nice seeing these teams not being able to 990 everything that goes their way.
Right.
Sometimes when I'm pooling, I get a bit scared, and I'm like, oh, I hope these teams don't absolutely kill every map in the pool. But I feel like seeing this kind of validates my decisions, and I think it has been scaling well.
Yeah. It seems like there are a lot of times in the pooling life cycle where you pool something and expect the players to be challenged, and then they just blow it out of the water anyway. This not being one of those times, thankfully.
Yeah. And as this map does close out, little show match for you guys. You can see TB. We are going to see Sick finish off with a pretty nice 99.37. Ends off with a 972. 2 misses to their name. Fam very close behind at a 969.
Is that
Darkster. Oh,
full
yeah.
combo?
Yeah. 98.6 full combo on the side of Darkster. Finishing off with a 954 and at last
2 to
at a
1
932.
ratio.
So again, this is going to close out the match. Uh, very unfortunate that Shinkansen did have to drop out mid-match. However, that's just how it is sometimes. Cookiezi lovers will go ahead and move on to their conditional match later on this weekend. But for us, that is probably going to do it. We won't see you guys until 9 UTC. Anything else to say, Mash?
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. And we will catch you guys in the next one.
Bye.